I think Gadol HaSholom, right?
Yep.
Tzarech Levara, we have to clarify. If the desire to unify causes strife and divisiveness, should we be stubbornly insist that everybody should come together or just divide up? Perak HaSholom, which Mesechus Derech says is one of the minor Mesechtas, should appear at the end of Avodah Zarah, usually in the Shas, and there is a Perak HaSholom, which is one of the Prakim in Mesechus Derech, and it says there, Gadol HaSholom, HaKadosh Baruch Shina Mipnei HaSholom. HaKadosh Baruch changed because of Sholom, right? Because he said when Sarah laughed at and said, "Will Avraham Avinu have kids?" So HaKadosh Baruch Hu spoke it out. He said that why did you laugh? Whether you'll have kids, he was Mishane in order to keep the Sholom bias, right? Shmonim Chelem Bai Amayim Parshas Soita V'Oid. In many cases, right? It says the person should forego his minhag if there's shalom involved. Therefore, desire to daven together causes strife in the business. Best to keep the peace. It's required for the people in the place to build themselves a shul. And Mishnah Bura says, maybe it's the Divrei Magen Avraham, Oseli Prem Beit HaKnesset Kayam. You can't separate from an existing shul. Im Umechil Kulam, if it holds everybody. Umevi Shuvat Rat Baz, who was an early Achron, Hasover Gamhu Shabrovam Hadrat Melech, that having more people in one place is a greater form of davening and Kiddush Hashem. And therefore there's a preference. That many people should daven together in a shul. This causes fights. We should refrain from it. There's a quote from the Mishnah Berurah. It's only when they all have one heart. That the praise which comes from them and emanates towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes out nicely. If their hearts are divided, each group should daven by itself. We have to toil that they should use one heart. It's not possible. There was fighting. They're arguing, like happens very infrequently in shuls, only occasionally. So the Rabba Miuto. So push aside the evil, I guess, in the most minimal way. In other words, it's better to have some minyanim than have machlokes in the 1 million. Hatfila b'makom sheyesh bo machloket eina ritzuya. To daven in a shul which there's machlokes is not a good thing. Machshavateim shemitpalim trudot. The thoughts of the people down there are distracted by the grudges that they hold and the animosities that they bear. They can't a proper kavanah. Wow. Says even that better daven yechidus like in such a situation. Maybe the reason why all the shuls are closed today and because of coronavirus is because every one of them had a machlekas. And therefore because Baruch Hu decided we all have to daven yechidus. I know, but in Israel, it's not only all the shuls closed, you're davening still with minyan and tzum.
The shuls are closed. We recently started davening minyan chatzerot, where everybody stands in their front yard and
okay.
We kind of daven together, but it's kind of minimal.
Okay. With Kriyas Torah or without Kriyas Torah?
No, without Kriyas Torah and with a Heicha Kedusha, without Chazarat HaShatz.
Okay. Hafil Makom Sheish yeah. We love the Mistafina. We're not afraid to say so. Havamina, I would say, whenever somebody says the Luli the Mistafina, right, they're afraid to say so. They're not afraid really. They're just saying, it's just a sign of humility, or false humility, depending on who's saying it. Havamina Tavli Palel Biachid. It's better daven with biyachid. Oh no, this is the Mishnah Berurah speaking. Mishnah Berurah is saying this, and Mishnah Berurah says it, then he means it. I thought the author of the when somebody says Elad Misvin in our day and age, I'm suspicious. But Mishnah Berurah says it. I take it. Chas v'shalom. So Elad Misvin Havamina, I would say the Tavli is Palel b'Yachid, meet Palel b'Chevrat b'nei Adam shein dato nochamim. So Adam Yechid is into daven with a group which you are not pleased to daven with. And it's similar to Kfisha Aruch Chazal. Ein adam lo'ei Torah makom sheli b'chavetz. You can only learn Torah in a place where you want to learn. A place where you don't want to learn, it's not going to work, right? So this has to do with both the subject matter of what you're learning and also the place in which you're learning, right? You have to be the place where you're learning has to be a place which is acceptable to you. Same idea. The Talmud Shel Baruch Kotei Mishbur writes. The Talmud Shel Davar Ki Babit Adam Al Misha Dato Lo Chabo. When are you looking at your neighbor and you like him, Nafshomito Reret Kavana Shlema, then arouse you to good Kavana. Datomito Acheret, and his intent is expanded. Both Sameach, and his heart rejoices. V'nachalav Az Ruach Hashem Kinyan Shamru B'Nevuah, and he gets then the divine spirit as if he is receiving prophecy. Okay? Mikani Yesh Lasik. Therefore, from this we can derive Shebi Mikra Shemachlokot Umrivot. If there's going to be differences of opinion and fights, Adifli Mit Patzel B'Tva, it's best to split up. Pitaron Nosaf Kayam B'Chilot Yeshivot Rabot. This is interesting because it contradicts what he said before. Because here he says that the idea which you have in your Kehillah, which might actually be correct. He says, in many Kehillah yeshivas, mitpalim yachat, tam together, yeshna kehillah achat, one congregation. Al nusach hatfilah nikba b'chol pam l'fi hachazan. The chazan determines the nusach, which before he told us we didn't like. But kacho rali moriv rabbi Rabbagon Reb Avram Shapira, the former chief rabbi and Rosh Yeshiva Merkaz Harav, who seems shekach nogim kamot rabim b'Yerushalayim. But the Knesset knows do nusach mesuyam. But the Knesset have a certain nusach. Yes, that's true by Shtiblach. When you go to Shtiblach, usually it's the Shtiblach might have had some original minhag, but it's long lost, and anybody gets up davens according to their minhag, right? But it's by Midian factories. But this contradicts what he said before in the name of Rabbi Ariel, right?
Right.
This is fact Rabbi Ariel. In the next paragraph also contradicts this basically. The order has to be the same order all the time. You have to have permanent orders. So he says you have to actually say, you actually have to say, what?
You have to decide if that's
yes.
what you're going to do.
Which kind of undercuts what Rebbe Avram said. So I it's kind of wishy-washy. Okay? But maskanat advarim ra'ui la'asot kol ma'amatz lishmor achut ha'kehillah palel b'rova. That's the appropriate thing to do. To preserve the unity of the kehillah and daven with as many people as possible. So here he says, okay, this is the resolution between Rav Ariel said and Rav Avram Shapiro. He says that it's preferable to have one specific nusach, the entirety of the tzibur, 24/7, 365, right? If that will bring a machlokas, it's interesting. He says it's not lechatchila to go like Reb Avram said, but if it's lechatchila, if the lechatchila will bring a machlokas, we always down the same nusach, then yitpalul fi nusach hachazan. Then you can go down a madrega to daven according to the nusach hachazan. But certainly a second level, second best. And third best, im gamzeh lo mo'il, yifatzlu et minyanim. They should divide up the minyanim v'gadol hashalom and keep the peace. Which is ironic because here keeping the peace means that you keep the peace by dividing your kilo into pieces. Okay, but that's the way. If that's all you can do, that's all you can do. Adkan.
Okay. It's it's interesting because over in Shalv Aleph, they have a shul complex where there's several minyanim, and there's bemet nusach kavua, who's a Hashkenaz Sfar and Edut Mizrach, and people
Right.
go to the shul where they daven their nusach.
Yeah.
It's over here by us where it's a little bit more mixed up.
Okay, so we'll stop here for this week because we finished the sugya, and next week we'll take up a new issue.